What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's Paul.
And Mike, and this high school track video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event.
The calm after the storm,
But before the other storm.
This is the Masters Meet, the best in Southern California. Wilson Bruins relays have been one of the best in the state of California. Third best time in the 4x4 coming into the Masters Meet. Calvin Maroney, he got out really hot in this race. Almost too hot.
Really hot. I told him he was looking exhausted. He told me I hit it right on the nose. He's going to hand it out to Stephen Camacho, Andrew Richards, and Amari Bennett. And it was awesome action. Great way to end the meet here.
Well, I guess they ended the meet.
To start the meet, I'm sorry, they finished at 3:16.02, just shy of their best season mark. This is a reverse video. This is all right turns.
Oh, okay. I kind of messed that one up, I guess. Bosco's Colby Corcoran qualified second for the Masters Meet in the 3200 after finishing second at the CIF-SS Section Division 3 meet. He stuck around with the pack for a while, pulled away late, finished third, 9:07.22. Seat time 9:19.08. Kind of a great finish for him at the Masters Meet.
Awesome stuff for him to represent a proud track tradition there. We go to the sprints. Ariana Augustine from Poly, Kira King from Wilson have been side by side all year long in these races. Augustine finished second in the 200 at the CIF finals after having won a championship the previous year, but she was first at Masters to qualify for state, 23.95. King is going as well, so two more league runners in onto state. And we go to Jose Rubio.
He continues to show us that he's one of the best athletes in the state. All over the field, jumping from event to event. This is the 300 hurdles. Rubio finished fourth, 37.22. He was the 8th seed in the prelims at the CIF Southern Section Division 1.
He's just trying to survive that day, though.
Exactly.
That kid's so busy. Melissa Tanaka, a huge reason why Poly won its 20th CIF Girls Track Championship, and she continues to get better in her first trip to Masters after all those more league titles, cross country, track, everything else. She's finally at Masters running the half mile, and she sets a new PR, second time in school history with a 2:09.82, good enough for second place. So she's on to state along with Los Al's Delaney Sanacor.
She was at 2:11.15. Augustine, definitely the favorite coming into the 100 with King right next to her in lane 4. A bit of an upset, I guess, in this heat, but they're just trying to qualify for the state meet, I guess.
Augustine said afterwards, everybody's just trying to make it to next week, and Augustine would finish third in 11.66. King hits the cut exactly, 11.97. She was 7th, but she gets in by running the exact state qualifying time. Pretty unbelievable.
That's huge. Speaking of huge, the jumping Jackrabbits, jumping huge, led by Jamil Douglas. He took second, 23.03, huge, after his great showing in the CIF meet.
And Zion Bowens has been on our must-watch list throughout the track season. He's the second fastest in the state in the 400, and he PR'd in that event last week at the CIF Championships while winning it. He finished 47.95, just cruising, hoping to show out for state, just like Augustine, just trying to make sure they get through. State leader Zachary Shinnick went 46.38.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that was pretty fast. Bowens, though, certainly looking forward to racing him next week. Speaking of unbelievable marks here, Hannah Hubbard did what she needed to do for Lakewood in the triple jump. She broke the school record a couple times today. Qualifying mark for state was 38.01, and she finished 10th with 38.01 3/4. That'll work.
That's going to do it. Rubio back on the track in the 110 hurdles with your boy.
Devarier Oles from Poly. Oles going to take 6th to qualify, and then Rubio 3rd in 13.89, so he also qualified for state in the long jump to make it a clean 3 sweep for Rubio. He'll be busy up in Clovis. He's hoping for some nice weather.
He needs to take a break in the summertime, man.
Los Al's Fameile Sale was the top finisher in the shot put with a 46.11 3/4. She also qualified for the discus in 3rd, so a Masters Championship for Sale. Very nice. And then Nanati Ala Ile Falaula for Milliken. I mean, obviously great to have another Milliken athlete get to Masters. She did not advance, finishing 9th. Who did advance, though, was another Los Al Griffin, Callie Given.
She won the jump off.
That's pretty huge. Janae Smith, well, she jumped right off the planet Earth, it seems like. Gravity just doesn't affect her. One of the heroes from that D1 championship last week qualified in the long jump and the triple jump. Great stuff for Smith.
Garbin, one of the up-and-coming teams in this postseason. Their relay team of Anthony Mullins, Alonzo Davis, Eric Sperlin Renfro, Christian Shakir, a couple of football guys on that team. They qualified for state. They finished third, 41-54. That's a new school record, or that's a new PR for them. Wilson finished ninth, 42-29. Guards Tony Crosby also won the high jump to qualify for state, 6 feet 7 inches. Great meet for the Gladiators.
We'd like to thank all our sponsors, including Papalucci's, a great place to eat down on 2nd Street. Great meet for pretty much all of our local athletes. 24 of 32 entries move on to the state meet, and obviously we'll be moving up to Clovis with them, fortunately only for a couple of days, and then we'll be right back down here. But for coverage of the state meet and everything else Long Beach sports, you've got to keep it right here.